Humans with two heads. This doesn't only exist in movies. Living and breathing humans exist on our planet. It's not commonplace, but it happens. How, you ask? Don't worry, we've got you covered, because today we'll take a look at two-headed humans. Stick around to the end of the video and check out the stories of these conjoined twins. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe and click the notification bell for more amazing content. Let's begin. Number 10. Abby and Brittany HENSEL. These beauties were born with just one body between them. Abby and Brittany HENSEL are probably the most famous conjoined twins in the world. They brought their type of magic to the world when they were born on March 7th, 1990 in Minnesota, United States. These girls made headlines when they were just 6 years old, and they were guests on the Oprah Winfrey show. They have two heads and one torso, actually a rare occurrence in the conjoined twin community. They each have their own heart, set of lungs and stomach, but share reproductive organs. A lot of teamwork is needed to go through life for these girls. They've had to learn to agree with each other on daily routines. Just imagine doing things next to your sibling over and over again. Yeah, it was pretty hard for Abby and Brittany too at first, but eventually they came to understand each other and learn how to coordinate their movements. Abby controls the right side and Brittany the left. They've learned such a level of cooperation that they even have learned how to drive a car. That's impressive. The girls got their TV special called Joined for Life and eventually got their own television show on TLC called simply Abby and Brittany. Number 9. TATYANA and KRISTA. These twins are happy all the time. It comes so effortlessly. TATYANA and KRISTA Hogan from Vancouver, British Columbia are joined cranial package twins. How this works is that they're joined at the top, back and sides of their heads. Chance of survival for these twins was not high. They were given only a 20% chance of survival at birth, but the lovely sisters managed to beat the odds. TATYANA is smaller than her sister, and her heart was working overtime to supply blood to KRISTIANA's brain. Surgery was recommended to relieve the burden on TATYANA, seeing that this situation was causing her to have high blood pressure because their brains are conjoined as well. Interestingly, each twin can see through her sister's eyes. Wait, what? How cool is that? Number 8. Two-headed baby in southwest China. In 2011, another set of conjoined girls with two distinct functioning heads and one body were born in a hospital in southwest China. They also had two arms, two legs, two spines, and share other organs. They are thorax, which excludes any separation. Their two heads were functioning fine, since both babies were heard crying like regular babies. Usually conjoined twins are attached by another body part, making this an extremely rare case. Interestingly, the parents of the pair didn't find out about the abnormality until 2 days before the birth. Ultrasound scans failed to reveal the two heads because the technicians could only see a single embryo. This is a very rare medical condition. Number 7. SHIVANATH and SHIVRAM SAHU. 12-year-old conjoined twin boys from India were joined at the waist, with each boy controlling two arms and a single leg. The boys caused quite a stir in their village. Some villagers even go as far as to worship them, as they believe the boys are divine incarnations. Yes, they became sort of demigods. Doctors think that they could be successfully separated, but the boys flat out refuse to even consider it. For their morning routine, they help each other out by brushing each other's hair and helping the other tidy up. They even ride to school on a tricycle, while one twin pedals, the other steers. Super cool. In addition to the emotional impact of being separated, it would be physically harder for SHIVANATH to get by. SHIVANATH would be able to retain both legs and live a normal life, while his brother would be left with no legs and would likely require full-time care. Number 6. A baby with two faces. You think you've seen it all, but no. These kids will blow your mind. It's a special, never-before-seen, never-heard-of phenomenon. A baby with two faces. You don't see that every day, do you? I know, you're thinking, is this baby even real? Well, if you think this baby isn't real, you're right. Yep, turns out a two-headed baby isn't a baby at all. It's a reborn doll. A handmade artwork was created with the intention of adults buying them as a collectible item. These dolls are also for therapy and comfort, those who've lost children, and additionally bring joy to the elderly. This doll in particular is the work of Stephanie Ortiz, a reborn artist, a collector from California. Wow, well done, Stephanie. Number 5. Trez Johnson. This happy-go-lucky guy suffers from diplosoppus, an extremely rare congenital disorder whereby parts of all of the face are duplicated. Diplosoppus means two faces in Greek. The condition is also known by its other name, cranial facial duplication. So what happens is in the first few weeks of gestation, while the embryo is developing, an extra protein causes a genetic mutation and causes duplication of the cranial facial and neurological features. Tress Johnson was born with a large cleft, two separate nostrils and an abnormally shaped head, cognitive delays, and he also suffers seizures. Doctors told his parents, Brandy and Joshua, that their son was unlikely to survive at almost every stage of his life, which was quite a bummer. But Tress keeps proving the doctors wrong by living through every phase and hitting milestones other kids his age were hitting as well. Number 4. One part conjoined, one part not. This baby, named Golong from the city of Batam in Indonesia, was born with two faces, two brains, but just one body. Doctors failed to detect the deformity in ultrasound scans, and the body's mother didn't feel anything unusual during pregnancy. Although he has just one body with two arms and two legs, Golong is technically a conjoined twin on his head. He has the face and brain of a twin that didn't grow its own body in the womb, because their mother's egg did not completely split. Number 3. Joined at the top of their heads. We have a few more to go. Next are these two boys, joined at the top of their heads. How does that work? You won't believe me. Take a look at the video and see for yourself. It's unbelievable. Pay close attention to the way they move now. Isn't that something? And before you ask, yes, this video is 100% real before we move on. Carmen and Lupita, on the day they were born, doctors warned their parents they would only survive a few days at most, but the girls were able to beat the odds. They share a chest wall and are joined from there to the pelvis where their spines meet. Each has two arms but only one leg, with Carmen controlling the right leg and Lupita the left. As you can imagine, learning coordination was essential for these two. They also share some ribs and a liver, their circulatory system as well as digestive and reproductive systems. Attending school is also a challenge because Lupita requires special needs classes, while Carmen could be in a standard classroom. The twins also do live a normal life. They play the piano and drive a car. Although they have completely different personalities, they say they'll never want to be separated and would prefer to be conjoined forever. Number 2. Ruth and KIDY. The world is full of special people with special abilities, and with time these people become the centre of others' attention. Ruth and KIDY are one such pair of twins. As models, they like to push the limits of what they can or can't do. They pose as conjoined twins. They have used that as the avenue for their modelling, and are the very X factor that sets them apart from other models. Look at this picture. Look at it closely. They're not conjoined, but their poses often communicate otherwise. They can make these pictures seem so real. Number 1. MANAR MARGED. MANAR is an Egyptian girl who suffered from a rare condition that occurs when an embryo splits in the womb but does not fully develop into a twin. Her second head contained eyes and nose and mouth, but was not connected to any internal organs, known as cranial pagus parasitic, as the condition is one of the rarest forms of birth defects. Of course, this prevented her from leading a normal childhood, so her parents opted to give her surgery to remove the second head. The surgery was successful, but unfortunately, the story has a tragic ending. When she was released from the hospital, she developed complications, and soon after she was readmitted in very poor condition. She had developed a serious brain infection and died soon afterward. Which of these conjoined cases has fascinated you the most? Shoot us a comment below, and while you're at it, like and subscribe. Your comment might feature in our next episode.